case was started really because some of us was just outraged that the police decided at the station in Sanford that they were going to be the judge, jury, and deciders, which is ridiculous.
And there was no drug test performed
No drug
on
test.
George Zimmerman of any kind.
No.
And I think we should stress here too, because you have received a lot of pushback, as usual, from people that said, well, Reverend Sharpton was just stirring up things that shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have gone to trial in the first place. Actually, you were contacted by the parents of Trayvon Martin.
You know, the thing that bothers me about that is when they say that, well, y'all brought race and civil rights in. They thought it was a civil rights case, which is why they called me. We said from day one, A, let's try for state prosecution. B, have the federal government look in. The day we did the big march here, we know the U.S. Attorney had asked for federal investigation. He started it. They put it aside pending the state case. The state case is over. Now they should pick up where they were already going, because it was always a three-layer thing. And then you have the civil case. So just because the state case is finished, as you know better than anyone in L.A.,
that's right.
Simi Valley acquitted the police with Rodney King, tried in federal court, they were convicted. So we're going through the process. I was disappointed. I refused to be critical so they could say I was turning it one way or another until after. I was very disappointed in the prosecution. The other thing I was very disappointed in is to this day, they still will not acknowledge that Trayvon Martin did nothing wrong. Even if you want to go with the Brady, when do they stop and say, but Zimmerman was wrong, this boy was in his rights to go home and he was not committing a crime? They still want to demonize Martin. You would think out of decency for the family, I would have said, if I was the defense attorney, at least, I don't think my client committed a crime, but his judgment was wrong. This boy didn't do anything wrong. They won't even do that. There's no common decency being shown here. A young man is dead for no reason, and they are acting like it's his fault. He went to the store and was coming home. How does that become his fault? Now, at the stand your ground laws, for many years, decades, we have fought police brutality. National Action Network, others. Now we have civilians can kill us now. I mean, it's worse than police. Civilians can use deadly force. So one of the things we're dealing with in the 50th anniversary march on Washington, August 24th, is stand your ground laws, state laws, as well as voting rights. 50 years after the march on Washington, we're still dealing with states that, as Dr. King said 50 years ago, governors' lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. Stand your ground interposes state law over federal civil rights law. You do not have the right to interfere with my life and my mobility based on your suspicion.